Coming at you from the Steel City, you're listening to Poor Man's Podcast, Pittsburgh's premier comedy podcast. Your weekly dose of humor, hosted by Chris Hopper and with a new special guest each week. And here's your host, Chris Hopper. Woo! Woo!
Cheech killing it on the woos, man. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Poor Man's Podcast. I'm your host, Chris. Along with me, as always, is the wonderful, is the beautiful, is producer Cheech. Cheech, how are you?
Pretty good, man. I thought you were going to say Danii.
I know. I was building up the suspense, man.
I think he gives it to you one week, gives it to me another week.
It's a joke I used to like to play on Shay, but I will play it on Danii this week. Is the set up the beautiful, and then hit it with Cheech. It was obviously very beautiful.
I'm pretty good, dude. How are you?
But also joining us is the beautiful, is the talented, is Michelle from Pittsburgh Foodie Girls. Michelle, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you guys doing?
We're great. We're always excited to talk to you.
I'm happy to be back.
And you have a great topic coming up. You're going to be doing best date night spots, right?
Right. I mean, Valentine's Day is coming up, so we're going to talk about some of my favorite spots to go with your significant other. Start working on it right now for Valentine's Day.
Yes. Come up with a plan.
Absolutely. It better not wait until the last minute. Absolutely. And that other voice we hear is just Danii Kaufman. No, it's the beautiful, it's the wonderful, it's the talented Danii Kaufman.
Thank you.
Danii, it's always a pleasure to talk to you.
It's a pleasure to be here. Just live, laugh, loving on a Monday.
I'm glad you put it that way. We all vibe with that, right, Cheech?
It's a vibe.
What is it?
It's a vibe.
It is a vibe, isn't it?
It's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe. Okay, well, I hate myself.
Just so you know, and I don't know if you've listened to the show, the show of the year from a year ago. I have Best Drop, and I feel like that one.
It's a vibe. That's it. There it is.
I don't know how that can be topped.
I don't know.
I don't think it can be, dude. That's too fucking good.
It's so good.
But it's a vibe.
Speaking of vibes, Danii, we are.
It's the vibes.
It's not just good.
It's a vibe.
Yeah. And that's what I have to say about 565 Live, Speakeasy and Stage in Bellevue. We are here. They have comedy every Thursday, usually. Music every Friday and Saturday. Danii, did you see they're going to be doing stand-up on Tuesdays here now, I believe?
Oh, no. I thought it was Thursdays.
No, they are doing the open mic Thursday. But I think
the new show?
Yeah, I think there's going to be an actual show here on Tuesdays.
Yes, I did see that. I'm very excited. I want to try to check it out whenever. Is it this week or next week?
I think it was this week.
It
just said Tuesdays. So
okay.
I think it's going to be a regular show from what it seemed like. But I think, well, I guess that would be tomorrow or maybe today as you listen to this. But
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. I don't know what's
They're going to be
happening.
here in about 8 hours performing that. But yeah, on this stage.
That's going to be cool.
Right here, yeah. But definitely stop down, like I said, for music, for comedy. It's a vibe, Cheech. Next week, we have Chef Ryan Peters coming on. You might see him, Peters Pasta. He's making pastas with all kinds of people. That's a lot of alliteration.
Cool. All the people. He's making all the pasta.
Poor Man's Podcast, People, Pasta, Peters. So we're going to have him next week. We have a lot of really cool guests coming up I'm excited for. We have Chance from Keep Pittsburgh Dope, Chance Humphrey. We're going to have some good comedians on March, too, but I don't want to give too much away yet, so I'm looking forward to that. As always, we have our beers of the week this week. We have stuff to do in Pittsburgh, and then in the second half, as we like to wrap up the show, saving the best for last, the new news with Danii Kaufman.
Excited.
Oh, yeah. It's
a vibe. Yeah. It sure is.
I don't know. I don't even know how else to put it other than that. Cheech, as you can see at the bottom, I have two stories, and I was going to get into both of them, but we're going to get into one now, and then we're going to get into the other one. I have a hidden police car hidden in the bushes, which I have thoughts on about the cops in Swickley hiding in bushes, but I'll talk on that in the second half. And in the first half, you can see we have a picture there. You can see three girls, and if you're just watching, it looks like a regular three girls, but that is an AI generated picture, and it terrifies me. Cheech, what are your thoughts on this picture?
They're fucking scary, man.
Or describe it for the people listening. Paint a picture with your tongue.
I'll paint a picture with my tongue. There are 3 girls looking at me, and it looks like they're in a dark room taking a photo with a flash.
So I guess the AI was to create a house party.
A house party scene. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But they all have like 50 teeth on just their top row of teeth.
Yeah, they're
And
creepy.
then,
Like the more you look
50,
at it.
yeah, the longer you stare at them, the more lifeless they become. They kind of look like dolls, but like really good like not good looking dolls, like
Yeah, we got you, Cheech.
like real looking dolls.
Real dolls, I
Yeah.
think is what you call them, right?
Yeah, fuck off. They're weird, man. It's creepy.
Yeah, they
I'll tell you what they're not. They are
It's a
not.
vibe.
they're not a vibe, dude. It's weird that you say that because the way it makes me think of is like it's almost like they're like fake humans, like they're almost
They're
like
like
alien pretending to be
Trying
humans.
really hard to be humans, yeah.
And I was looking at some weird things because I saw this and it made me feel uncomfortable. And I remember seeing something about like robots that look human and this Uncanny Valley. Have you ever heard of this?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so this guy Masahiro Mori in 1970 in Japan.
It's okay, Danny. Most people haven't heard of this.
Well, that's why we're here. We're gonna explain. Okay,
Okay, I'm
you're gonna
ready to
learn
learn.
something today. He had this Uncanny Valley, which I'm no professional. I'm not a psychologist or whatever the hell he is, scientist of what sorts. But the basis is like we see a robot, just like an arm, like a robot in a factory, like a Ford factory, like an arm just swinging over. We see it where we don't think anything of it. We might be more attracted to like a humanoid robot, like that can walk, but we still recognize it's a robot. The closer and closer they get to like human form, we like up to a point. But when they start looking too realistic, like there's something in human beings that we just like are revolted by that. Like, what's the Christmas movie with Tom Hanks? With the train.
Oh, Polar Express.
Polar Express, yeah. Yeah, man. So do you know how like a lot of people are put off by that, or have you ever seen like that?
Yeah. for
Like
sure.
that kind of thing, or like you see
Yeah, that
these, like
animation.
these people make me think of it like this is like an artificial kind of person.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. I want to know that it's a robot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So
I'm
that's
okay
like the
with
thing
it
with
being
it.
a robot,
Right.
but I want to know,
Yeah. Like
That's
if you
too real.
see
You're
like
right.
I don't
I
know
see
like Ruby or whatever from the Jetsons, is that her name? I don't know. Okay, it's hopefully people born in the 40s were listening. Yeah, but anyway, if it's like more human, it's cool up to a point. But like these AI pictures are terrifying me, man.
Yeah, they're scary.
And I feel I keep seeing all this stuff like have this AI person like create this, or just like have them answer your calls and all this stuff. Like
I refuse to. You know how everybody's been doing like the pictures of themselves or whatever.
Yes.
I fucking refuse, man.
yeah.
I am who I am. I don't want this weird thing making a picture of me. Fuck that. It's weird.
The thing
It
that
scares
bothers me
me.
with that, like, I feel like if anybody wants to take your stuff, they're just going to take it. The government's going to get what they want.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably have your DNA and all that other shit, like, whatever.
Yeah.
Amen. Yes.
But the thing that I don't like is, like, it writing, columns for people. Like, I feel like AI is going to take away so many jobs for people
Oh,
going
1000%,
forward.
man.
And
Yeah,
so it's just
for
going to be
sure.
these businesses relying on AI doing that. Then there's going to be less people having jobs. Then there's going to be a more wealth gap. And then we're going to have the Hunger Games, Cheech.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
I mean,
saying,
more
man.
or less, yeah.
Against AI
it
people?
fucking sucks.
AI, man. There's gonna be these. I feel like the fact that we
No, but,
don't
like,
like
robots
these
are just
robot
gonna
looking
think-
things
yeah.
are like built in our genes because we know something's amiss, man. Every movie with AI, it goes horribly wrong.
It's true.
There's never an AI movie where the robots don't enslave the people at some point, man.
Robot? What the fuck, Will Smith, dude, poor guy.
Like we think we're gonna have these people and then they're just gonna be cool or whatever. They're
Nah.
gonna fucking take over, man.
They're not going to be chill.
They're gonna get sick and tired of our bullshit, man.
So that's what I'm saying, man. It's gonna be the Hunger Games with Squid Games, even. Earn money that way.
Jesus Christ.
Jeez, let's
We're
talk
not
about our
headed in a
beers,
good
man.
direction.
Danny.
Yes.
Let's talk a little bit beers. Cheech, you want to play the beer song for us?
Mm-hmm.
If I get drunk, well, I'll pass out on the floor now, baby. You won't bother me no more.
I need a beer. I need a beer.
If you're drinking, well, you know that you're my friend, and I'll say, I think I have myself a beer.
I need a beer. I need a beer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the beers of the week, sponsored by the Ground Round. I don't know. Do you remember the Ground Round?
Holy fuck. Please
It's
don't
like a
say,
golden corral.
Don't say that fucking word.
You don't like the Ground Round?
I've heard too bad, dude. I worked with a server one time, and I shit you not, all she talked about was, well, this one time at the Ground Round, and this other time at the Ground Round, every fucking day. And I'm sick and tired.
When
of
did
hearing
you
about
work
it.
with her? In 97?
No, just a few years ago, brother.
When I haven't seen the Ground Round
well,
forever.
she worked there. Probably a while ago. You know, she had to. She was a little bit older.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But she loved the Ground Round.
Apparently, dude.
She bled GH or GR.
I'm fucking
GH.
sick and tired of hearing about it.
Is this a convenience store?
Ground Round was a restaurant.
It's like a golden corral.
Yeah.
Golden corral or Denny's.
Ain't no Yinzer, like I was saying.
I remember-
Ain't no Yinzer,
I
son.
remember on the kids menu, I would get the hot dogs, but I think they were called doggy bites. I don't know why the fuck I remember that now. Oh, that's a weird memory. But like they were two like mini hot dogs, and they were the coolest things. And then they'd give you your ice cream and like a pirate hat. You know,
That's fun.
Fucking A. Hell yeah.
super fun. But Danii, how about we'll start with you for beers of the week because you're in the top corner.
Okay. So today I have from Cinderlands, which is a super fun place to visit if you haven't visited already. Bounce and Sway IPA. I cannot find the percentage on this can to save my life, but I like it.
Good. I definitely did not write it down either. So
It's good. If I had to rate it on a Guy Fieri scale, I would say out of bounds.
I mean, it is out of bounds.
there you go. Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Michelle.
So I have Spa Day Cucumber Wheat Ale from Mindful Brewing Company, which is also a really fun place in Castle Shannon, and they've got some pretty decent food down there as well. It's 5.8% alcohol, and it tastes pretty good. I think if I had to rate it, I would also give it out of bounds.
I mean, it is out of bounds.
How does it compare to the cucumber, the garden party from Brew Gentleman?
I think I like this one a little bit better. I didn't like it the first sip, but by the third sip, I feel like it's more refreshing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I like the other one too. I still have a couple in my fridge, but I would definitely buy this one. Plus, I need a spa day.
Yeah,
Everyone
absolutely.
needs a spa day.
Don't we
Well,
all?
you know what? Throw that in with the roses and candy for
Yeah,
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's
Man.
Day.
Hell yeah.
Seriously.
Get some cucumbers on your eyes and your hair up in a towel, man.
Be
Get a nice
perfect.
Get
robe.
yourself a
That's like a
face
perfect
mask.
day.
Mani patty, maybe.
Yep.
You remember the pictures I shared with you last week, Chris?
I doubt.
For my spa, for
Does
my
he
spa
remember?
day.
Does he
Cheech
remember?
spa day.
They were wonderful.
Oh, I do
yeah.
remember now.
For my
yeah.
spa, yeah. Fuck
I
yeah.
do. Yeah. Cheech, how's your Killer Pills?
It's good. It's called Killer Pills. Thank you very much. It's 6.5% from Voodoo Brewing. And I'm gonna go shut the front door, dude.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty good, dude. Yeah.
pretty good.
Just like Guy Fieri says at the end of that. It
Yeah.
was
I
pretty
like
good.
the label on that bad boy.
Yeah, it's here. I'll show it for the people.
Yeah. I like that he
Yeah,
showed it
it's
for the
dope.
people, but if you're actually watching the picture of all the beers I
Yeah.
put next to it. So you're probably, the picture of the beer is probably
Probably.
hidden behind the picture of the beer.
Which is kind of cool. I
Cheech,
like
you know
that.
what you should do? Just hold your hand out like this, and it'll look like you're holding it.
Yes.
Hold your right hand up. Yeah. There you go. There you
waiting
go.
for it,
We'll
waiting
just
for it
have
to
to
come
wait
up.
30 minutes for it to catch up.
We see it.
I think the delay is like 18 seconds. So while we're waiting for Cheech's hand to finally meet,
How about you guys?
I'm gonna talk about my Wildcat Hollow from Log Yard. It's a West Coast IPA. It's 6.2%. Log Yard is always solid, and there goes the screen. Cheech, it's bound to never be seen, man.
It's not meant to be.
It's not meant to be, but you know what is meant to be? Cheech, all those twos we saw earlier. But that's a side note, and we're not going to get into that right now.
Twos.
I'm going to shut the front door as well, which I think might be the lowest I've ever ranked a log yard beer.
It's pretty good, dude.
Yeah,
Like I
Cheech,
said,
you had it as well.
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, Cheech, you're finally getting close to
There
it,
it
man.
is. It's happening.
How long has that been?
It looks kind of
too
like
long.
creepy.
So
It looks like one of those AI pictures.
Show me a picture of Cheech drinking a beer. All right.
yeah, we're just gonna keep waiting. Anyway, they were all good beers, though.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what I think, Cheech? We have these intros for these sections now. These segments. Maybe we need a little outro. Maybe we should play like the end of the music on the way out.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah, going forward.
Nice little addition.
Every week we're learning something new. What did
week,
we learn
man.
this week, Cheech?
That when those two buttons match up, they play the sound. That's what we found out.
That is right. When you push the buttons and the sound
My
comes
arm
out, man.
is so fucking tired. I'm done. Yeah.
Cheech, you're doing yeoman's work, man. You're doing a great job. But let's do the food stuff because that's really why everyone's watching this week. Michelle.
My mom's the one watching. She's probably the one.
Yeah.
Giddy up.
And then she's gonna tell me I didn't talk into the microphone, and my lipstick was crooked. I don't know. She'll find something.
Oh, well, that doesn't sound like moms everywhere.
Yeah, it's moms.
I know exactly.
But I'll let you. Well, like we were alluding to earlier, you were doing the best date night places with Valentine's Day coming up.
Yeah, I mean Valentine's Day, you have to plan for that. Lots of restaurants do a special menu, and if you want a nice spot, you need to get the reservation in advance. Especially the ones I'm going to be talking about today. So these are places I've been to before, places I drool over all the time. So hopefully some of your listeners will look at it and be like, hey, I need to check that place out.
And a lot of people that, like you were saying, to get reservations, like get them today. Like they're not going to be there much longer.
Yeah, absolutely. Get them today. Like I said, make sure you check. If I show a picture, make sure you check for a special menu at one of those places. I'd hate for you to show up there and it not be available.
Yeah.
Since a lot of places do that. But I listed my four top favorites, and I've had some really good food in the last couple of weeks to share with you guys.
Ooh.
So the first place we went to, this is my number 4 pick for date night, is Bridges and Bourbon, which is on Penn Avenue, downtown Pittsburgh. I've walked by it 1,000 times. It's just a couple blocks up from the theater district. It's nice big windows. You walk by, people are relaxed in the window in their little lounge chairs. They've got this great old-fashioned looking bar. It's an old building, so it has like the high ceilings with the furnace vents and stuff like that. So we started off, they're really known for their drinks there. And their specialty drinks. So the drink that we're looking at right now is called the Butterfly Effect. And it comes out in 2 parts. It comes out with, in 1 cup is grapefruit juice, ginger, rose water, and citrus.
Okay.
And then the vodka comes out in the separate little container with the dry ice.
Ooh.
And it's nice and cold. But when you pour it into the tall glass, it mysteriously turns purple.
Oh.
I couldn't find any reason for it. The waitress wouldn't tell me, or she didn't know. But it comes out pink, it ends up purple, and it's delicious.
Ooh.
And everyone wants to get it because everyone likes an interactive drink.
Yes.
So they have other drinks there as well. They have one that's looks like a bird. It's in a cage. They're also known for their bourbons. Their high-end bourbons, and they have some that are up to $100 a pour there.
Oh, wow.
I didn't have that. But yes, $100 a pour. So very nice, and they do flights of those as well.
That's something I wish I could do. Like I know Wiggle has those, like the tasting room, and you can do whiskey tasting at a number of places around here. I just don't have the palate to be like, yeah, that one's smokier than that one. I mean, I might be able to tell smoky, but like I don't know. If you gave me this is $100, this is $70, this is $20. Like I don't think I could tell. I probably could on a beer or on maybe a wine. Not on bourbon, though.
I could definitely go do that with bourbon.
Well, you drink bourbon. I don't.
Yeah.
So.
No, it'd be that I've always wanted to do one of those.
Yeah.
Well, I know the waitress told us at one point they had a bottle there that was $650 a pour. And they had some guy that was coming in actually buying those shots. I'm like, is he single? Is he like my age? Like, what's going on? Is he coming? What day does he come in? Can we all come down and like get a shot?
You only
befriend him?
get that. You only get that to show people that you bought that shot, right?
Exactly. Or
Yeah.
that you can afford to. You're like, do multiple.
If you're doing it to drink it, then you're buying your own bottle and drinking it
At home.
Yeah, exactly.
If you're going out and paying the markup,
yeah, fuck
80%, so you can show people you're drinking, that's why.
That's insane. I love that, kind of.
Yeah. Oh, if I had the money, absolutely,
Like,
man.
I would love to sit next to that.
I'd buy it and
Right?
then just pour it
Exactly.
out, man. But I don't have that
Buying it
money,
for
so I'm
everybody.
not.
Exactly. But when you go to a place like that, when you like this for a date night, the person I went with had a beer, so they do have beer on the menu as well. Their bar is beautiful. It has these beautiful mirrors on top of the bar that kind of reflects down on the light. But we started out with a charcuterie board, and it was 2 meats and 2 cheeses. You can't see the second cheese because it's behind the grapes, but they were aged cheddar. There was a soppressata, which is a spicy salami, and there was prosciutto. They get their bread from Mediterra, which is a local bakery.
Okay, yeah.
And the cheese in the front, the triangle-shaped cheese, is a goat's cheese, and you can buy that at any nice grocery store right now. But it was delicious. There was a little spot of honey there, and they gave some spicy mustard, and it was perfect appetizer for 2 people.
Yeah.
So after we got done with that and had a couple more drinks, we weren't as hungry as we were when we started. But since we were there to take pictures of the food, we did order the smash burger.
Yeah.
And we got a double patty because we decided we were going to split it. So we got the double smash burger with cheese, and it's just a basic tomato. It was a good smash burger. It didn't have the crusty edges like when you get a real smash burger, but it was a nice handmade patty that you could tell was made there. It was huge, and it was really, really nice to look at. And we also got the truffle fries. Which they have so good. Hand cut fries right there. You can get them plain, or you can get them with blue cheese and truffle oil. And we took those to go. They were so delicious. They were really amazing. They would be really good, like for breakfast, like an omelet the next day. Truffle fries.
Are there? Okay, maybe okay. Never mind. I saw in the other picture that it's like a microgreen on top. I thought I saw a scallion or a green onion.
Green onion. Oh,
and in my heart, it fluttered.
It is a microgreen.
Yeah, yeah. And that, yeah, no, I
wanted to look again at it.
Believe me, if it was a GO, I'd know.
I don't know. I don't know if there's green onions in any of these dishes. Now I feel like I need to bring them with me now. Geo,
I know, man.
It's funny.
It's so dumb. But those fries look so good. What kind of fries? Did you say they have anything on them? They're truffle fries?
Yeah, those are truffle fries. They're hand-cut fries in-house. Then they put a little bit of blue cheese and just the right amount of truffle oil. They drizzle on that. And you guys know truffle's the mushroom. It's very fragrant and delicious and very expensive. So you get just a little bit of the oil. You don't get the actual mushroom. Just the oil, and they had microgreens on top. They were really, really good. I don't see. I'm looking for a green onion. I'm looking really hard.
Yeah, I like the truffle oil, but not the truffle, so I'm okay with that. But okay, let's go to
moving down to number 3.
Number 3.
So number 3, the Forge, and the Forge Pittsburgh is down in Lawrenceville, right at the very beginning by the Roberto Clemente Museum. I've been wanting to go there. They unfortunately opened right at the beginning of COVID, so they had a couple rocky years, but they're making up for it now. So when you go to the Forge, they have a wood-fire pizza oven there, and they're known for their pizza and their flatbreads, but they're also known for Mediterranean small plates. So they have like grape leaves and different kinds of salads that are Mediterranean style. But the great thing about it are these great lounge chairs that they have. They don't have like a regular table and chairs where you would walk into a restaurant. They've got these fluffy, jewel-toned seating areas. And they're low to the ground with the table, so you eat low to the ground. It's very intimate. It's very small. I mean, the place doesn't hold that many people at all. And they were just turning groves of people away. We had a reservation, but they were just turning people away. They do have some high tables if you prefer that, and there was bar seating as well. But I was thinking you would probably need a reservation for all that.
Yeah, for the people watching live, like the dining room's up on the thing. I've never seen like couch seating with the tables like that. Was it comfortable for you?
It was nice. It was comfortable. I mean, some people who were really cozy sitting in the chair together. It was very romantic. But there were also groups of people there that were obviously friends, like in larger sections in the back. But the pizza smelled amazing, and the atmosphere was just really nice. I can't wait to go back. Actually, it's going to be on my list now to go back. But we started with the first drink went down really fast, so we didn't get a picture of the first drink. So this is the second drink you guys were looking at. It was called the Perfect Storm. And it was house infused beet vodka.
Oh, okay.
With creme de violet and lavender inside, and it was just nice and fruity and light. You can see they were looking at the lounge chairs.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
If the people watching it are going to see the drink right now.
Okay, so they're seeing the drink. It was just lovely. It was very light. It was perfect. If you're gonna have pizza, you don't want to have something super heavy with it. So that was the perfect drink for that. So we did order a pizza off their pizza list, and it was called the Feta Bang Bang.
Oh.
Which was kind of an interesting story because we sat and talked to the owner for a little while, and he was telling us that this particular pizza has feta cheese on it. It has dates. It has sun-dried tomatoes, arugula. Am I missing anything? And arugula, and it's drizzled with a spicy honey, like had a little bit of tang to it. He said that had been on the menu for 3 years, and no one was ordering it, but it was called feta pizza or something like that. And no one was ordering the feta pizza. So finally the bartender was like, why don't you call it something like Feta Bang Bang? He said now it's their top seller, just because of the name. Everyone wants the Feta Bang Bang. It was so good, though. Usually I would order a pizza. But usually I'd order a pizza like that and something else on the side. But we ate that entire pizza. It was so good. The guy stands right there in front of you and makes it in the oven. And they were just pumping them out. That's the best one. And they also have some boards there on the menus, like charcuterie boards. And this is not my picture. Just want to make sure you guys know that. This is a picture I swiped from their page because we didn't make it past the pizza. But I wanted to show you guys what the boards looked like, because this is it's called a La Bene board. And La Bene is a yogurt that's whipped to like a very thick cheese consistency. Oh, okay. And then they serve it with olives and pita bread and roasted garlic on top and herbs. And we're definitely getting that on the way back. But I also thought it was a good way to show the chair. And you can see like how low the tables are for everybody.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It looks like it's lighter in there than I would think it would be.
Well, they don't open until 5. But this is probably taken. This is their stock photo.
Okay.
So this is probably taken in the middle of the day. I don't think they actually open until like 5 o'clock at night. They're open like Thursday through Friday, or maybe Wednesday through Friday, and then so this is definitely not taken there unless they have some kind of lunchtime special.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
But highly recommend it. Very nice place.
Let's go to number 2, and my first picture I have is your martini. It looks like.
So Off the Hook is up on Warrendale, and it's a fresh fish restaurant. And the owners of the restaurant were the people who owned Monterey Bay on Mount Washington originally. So they sold Monterey Bay, and they went and they opened this venture up in Warrendale. It's past Cranberry, and it's a nice place. They have indoor seating, dining, so they have a very nice dining room. They also have bar seating if that's not for you. So they have high tops in there. You can sit at the bar, and they have heaters outside. So if it's a nice day, they even have outside seating, if that's your thing. So it's a nice place to go for a date, and there's lots of things also up there to do. So their bar is open. They're known for their wine list, but I drank a Cosmopolitan because why not? And the bartender there is very skilled, and it was delicious. And then we moved on to appetizers.
Did you take the picture of the Cosmo?
Yes.
That's a really good picture.
Thank you.
That's pretty.
Thank you. It's hard to mess up a Cosmo picture.
Yeah. Well, that's like my favorite drink to make because I feel like a Cosmo can look like it just pops.
So when you order a Cosmo, how do you order it? I'm just curious.
I've never ordered. I would make it. So like if somebody ordered one, I would make. I usually like to use like a citrus vodka when I do it, and like Cointreau, a little bit of lime juice and the cranberry.
So I'd be that annoying person that'd be like, you know what, I want Grey Goose or Tito's or whatever, but I just want a blush of cranberry, and you're gonna look at me like.
Yeah.
I'm that person.
No, I you know what? If I'm making your drink, I like it when you know what you like and you just tell me what you like, because I can make it the way you like it. But if you're like wishy-washy, like it surprised me how you make it.
Yeah, no.
Then you're just gonna complain about how I make it. If you tell me exactly how you make it, I'll make it the way you want.
I had a bartender put olives in a Cosmopolitan once.
Ew.
Why?
Because he was very young. And I don't know. He had no idea.
I have this one woman that comes in and she gets a chocolate martini with olives, and it's just so gross.
That's just gross.
Yeah. And I literally let her know. I'm like, this is gross. Here you go.
We're all judging you.
Did she do it every time or just the one time?
No, she does it all the time.
I'm sorry.
Disgusting.
It is disgusting.
As fuck, dude. Like, foul.
Like you've never even heard that kind of comparison.
Yeah, that's
like
horrible.
Who like chocolate covered olives? Like, is there a worse thing? Like, if you were trying to prank somebody, like to give them like chocolate covered olives. Like, if I bit into a chocolate and it wasn't just like cream or it wasn't a truffle, it was olive.
I like want to vom. That was disgusting.
Now I feel like I need to try it, like to see like what's up with that.
If it was a blue cheese stuffed olive, that's the only way to make it more disgusting when you bite into chocolate.
True.
Gross.
Like that combo.
Maybe garlic.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe with all those flavors at a certain point, like maybe it almost makes it better because there's too many textures and flavors. Maybe strictly chocolate and olive is the worst.
You might be right, man.
We might be right, man. Let's ask Chef Ryan Peters next week.
We need to ask him how he feels about this.
I can't.
I know you're known for pasta, but let's talk about olives.
No.
You like the double boiler for the chocolate? All right. Let's get back to this. Okay, so you have your
milk.
Your Cosmo, and then it looks like there's a couple. It looks like a shrimp cocktail and some oysters.
So this is our appetizers that we got that day. I've been there a couple of times. So they have this great presentation, if they're hopefully still doing it, where they put the dry ice under the bowl, under the shrimp. So when it comes out, it looks like the dry ice smoke is like coming all over the bar. And then they have those lovely large shrimp, not the little tiny ones like you get at Golden Corral or at, what was the other place?
Grand Rag.
It's a Ground Round, not the tiny ones. So it comes out that way, but also.
Whoa, Ground Round sponsors the beer segment, man. We love Ground.
But we also had Oysters Rockefeller there. They make their oysters. They grill them. They have Rockefeller there. You can have them on the half shell. And then we also had the calamari. Now, they have a full oyster bar there, and they have no less than 8 varieties of oysters there at any given day.
Well, that's
and they get them in
fancy.
fresh every week.
Are you back on the oysters?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Do you think you ever will be?
I don't know. Maybe I can eat an oyster Rockefeller.
Yeah.
Or a grilled
Like a
one.
baked one?
It's going to take a while.
Is it just the raw one?
I can't do that right now.
Yeah.
Maybe a really small one, but I can't. No.
Cheech, you a oyster guy?
Nah.
No. No. Danii, you like oysters?
I had a devastating experience once with raw oysters, so I'm gonna say no.
You're supposed to be an aphrodisiac, right? For Valentine's Day.
There you
man.
go. So if you're really trying to get, you
Yeah.
can buy it by the 6 or by the dozen, half dozen or dozen. So if you're gonna, try.
I'm going to walk in with nothing but oysters on, man.
There you go.
Just oysters laid out.
Yeah. Fuck a rose petal, man. I'm leaving oysters
Naked
up.
Sushi bar.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah. But Michelle, this is your oyster bar.
So there's oyster. So oyster bar there, 6 to 8 varieties, no more, no less than that. You can choose. They have small ones. They have East Coast, West Coast, and I have had them there before I had my devastating experience, and they have always been really, really good there. But I do prefer their Oysters Rockefeller, which is delicious as well. They put hollandaise sauce on that, which is something a little bit different.
Oh, huh. What's this next one? It looks like there's almost like a diced something.
So that's a salmon poke bowl.
Okay, is that what it is?
Yeah, so it's a salmon poke bowl, and it has salmon in it. It's soy, ginger, some sushi rice. I'm trying to think what's in there, and pickled cucumbers. And that is there a green onion in there? I'm looking really close at the picture.
Have I discussed pickled cucumbers and pickles and shit on the show before?
I don't know, but I like pickled cucumbers.
Okay.
Do you like them?
Sounds good.
How does the cucumber get the term the pickle? Like a cucumber into a pickle. You know what I mean? Like a pickle.
Because a cucumber is pickled.
But you
So-
could
'Cause it's the
pickle a
brine?
carrot, man.
Because it's the brine is
Yeah,
the
for
pickle.
sure.
But you don't call a pickled carrot a pickle. But you would call a pickled cucumber a pickle.
No, I've definitely I don't mean to lay shit all over everything, but I've definitely heard people call anything pickled.
If you went and got a burger and you said give me some pickles on it and they give you a pickled carrot, is that what you're expecting?
Absolutely not. But
Okay, that's the point.
I'm fairly
Exactly.
confident that they're like people.
But because you know two people who once called a carrot pickled,
no man.
overall
I'm
the
just
pickle.
saying.
I know.
I'm just saying we live in a different place, and if
Okay.
we lived
I
somewhere
guarantee
else,
you can't count on two hands people who call pickled carrots just pickles.
Maybe the AI people could.
Yeah, probably yes.
No,
I'm
there-
saying overall, you go to a store, you get a pickle, go
Yeah,
out.
it's
You know
gonna
what?
be a
Here's
cucumber.
$30. I need you to pick up some pickles for the party later. You come back with carrots. That's not what I'm expecting. That's not what 99% of the people in the country
Absolutely.
expect.
I'm not disagreeing.
Okay,
with
man.
you,
So I'm saying, why does the cucumber get all the love,
I don't know.
other than the people you know?
I don't know.
Okay, Cheech.
don't
We'll
know.
never know.
I just want to point out I did call it a pickled cucumber, just for argument's sake.
Yeah, I know. Well,
I'm very confused. It's like a bug turning into a butterfly. Like I feel like it's like, the same. Is it the same thing? It's a vibe.
that's what we can't agree on.
Yeah,
Michelle,
okay.
what's this? Is this like a lobster? Is
Yeah,
that
so the
lobster?
final picture there is and that's from a lunchtime. On their lunchtime menu, they have lobster rolls, but it is the New England style one. And then if you remember, the New England style ones are the ones that are cold with some kind of mayo or aioli.
Yeah.
And then the hot ones are with butter. So this is a cold one, New England style. It's a truffle aioli with chopped up diced celery. And
It'll
yeah,
be yeah.
I think that was all that's on there. So it was delicious. They used the knuckles and the claw meat on that.
Yeah, that looks super good. And there's like a little salad with
Oh,
it.
yum.
It was the veggie of the day. I could have got fries, but the veggies looked prettier on the plate.
And then is that so? They do those kind of pickles there. They don't do the carrots or the beets. They just use those pickles for the sandwich.
Just the cucumber pickle. Just the pickled
I'm
cucumbers.
just wondering. Okay,
Just the pickled cucumbers for that one.
I'm just wondering.
But
And
yeah,
then,
number two. That's my number 2 spot.
all right, let's go to your top spot.
So my top spot, and I've been there 3 times this year, is Gaucho, and it's the Argentinian restaurant that's down on 6th Avenue. It used to be previously the Strip District, and that was the one when you came across the bridge, and there'd be like 40 or 50 people standing in line because they didn't have a lot of seating. It's still kind of like that, but you have to have a reservation. There's an upstairs and a downstairs. The upstairs way more romantic. There's a picture there, like a fireplace. There's tables around the fireplace. It's dimly lit. The downstairs is more like a to-go bar, really well lit. type of place. But we always started with the grilled shrimp, and they're huge shrimp, and they're grilled just with basic with lemon on the side and different herbs, and they're delicious. I mean, you can eat that as a meal for sure. But my favorite part of any time I go to Gaucho is their provoletta.
Okay.
Have we got to that one?
No, I don't even know what that is.
It's the one with the bread. So provoletta is a wheel of aged provolone cheese, and they bake it with tomato and olives and a confit of olives. It's so delicious, and they put it with bread. And I'm pretty sure they get their bread from Breadworks, and you could dip the bread down in this melty cheese. It's just ooey and gooey. It's just yum.
That looks super good.
Sounds amazing.
It is. It's just that alone is worth the trip. Like if you're thinking about, hey, what can I get at Gaucho? Get the cheese. Get the provolone.
There's few things better that are just better. Or like there's few things that are better than just bread with cheese and like a sauce.
We could probably make this at home. If I could, it probably wouldn't be as good. I don't know what they do to it, but it's super special. And they do olive oil on that bread, and then they char it up for you too.
Yeah, it looks
And then
super.
for the meal, we got flank steak, which was perfectly cooked. And I had a salad on the side. It also came with bread with their famous chimichurri. They make their chimichurri there in-house, along with a couple other sauces. And you can buy that.
Are those pickles on the top left? I guess we'll find out when the picture comes up.
They're cute. They're cucumbers.
They're pickled
carrots.
cucumbers.
They're soy glazed carrots. Roasted carrots.
I love you, Cheech. I can't wait for the picture to come up. I can't wait.
Do you want me to say they're pickled just for Cheech?
No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
I didn't think there was a pickle on that plate.
That what is that one? There's like a fried egg on it.
So that is a chicken cutlet,
Okay.
chicken Milanese, I think it's called. I'm probably not pronouncing that correctly, but it's a hand-breaded chicken cutlet. It was super moist and delicious. They put that egg on top of it because why not?
Yeah.
An egg on top of everything makes everything better. And it was served with a green salad and bread as well. And there was so much chicken on that plate, you can't tell from that picture, that we took it home and had it the next day, because there was just so much food. Now, one thing I want to suggest, if you are going there and it's a date night and you're trying something different, they have a mixed plate you can buy. It's a little bit pricey, but they give you like 12 ounces of ribeye steak. They give you a couple sausages. They give you some shrimp. They give you the chicken. So you get a little taste of everything there.
Oh, cool.
But it would be like, if you want to impress somebody, if you want to impress me, then you would probably just order that right away.
Yeah.
But Gaucho's my number one pick for date night for sure. And their drinks are lovely as well, but I highly suggest that you make a reservation there.
Did you get dessert at any of these places?
We didn't. By the time I get to dessert, I'm always so full. I was thinking about that on the way over, but dessert's not my thing. I'd rather have a couple drinks before dinner.
Yeah. Cheech, if you go out to dinner, are you more of an appetizer or a dessert guy?
Appetizer.
Danii, what do you say?
I feel the same. Appetizer for sure.
Appetizer. Michelle?
Drinks.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drinks, appetizer, yeah.
I'm with you, too. I feel like more often than not, the appetizer is the way to go versus saving room for dessert.
I totally agree.
Michelle, everything looks great. Everything always looks so good. That flank steak looks so good. I want to go to Gaucho.
And you'll have enough left over for, eggs and steak in the morning for breakfast. If you get flowers for your girlfriend.
Yeah.
The next day. Yeah, but one thing we're looking forward to, St. Patrick's Day is coming up, so I'm going to be looking for some Irish pubs. So if you guys have any suggestions, let me know so we can find a place to party.
Absolutely. Can't wait for that one. Michelle, as always, thank you so much. Can you tell everyone where to find you?
Sure, you can find me on Instagram at Pittsburgh Foodie Girls, at Pittsburgh _Foodie _girls _. And all these pictures will be posted there and the link so you can find out where to go if you forgot.
Absolutely. Michelle, thank you so very much.
Thanks for having me. It was nice seeing you guys.
Absolutely. We're going to take a little break, and then we will be back with the new news.